course, now we have gone to the markets and gotten the 1.5 billion US dollars, and we have now serviced some part of the 2 billion US dollar that we were supposed to pay by June this year. When you look at this, the 1.5 that we've borrowed, of course, we have gone again and borrowed now to service the other one. Your sentiments, first of all, on this?
Well, I mean, it points to the difficult situation the government was in. Investors were asking if Kenya will be able to pay that Eurobond. That was almost the single question every investor was asking. So I think it was important the government got ahead of that, particularly after the December missed payment that had been promised. So I think there was a sense of relief. And it was a particularly better time to enter the market because the US Fed has indicated lower interest rates, and lots of investors now are looking for African risk. So I think it was a good time to enter, but as you've said, it's going to be more expensive, moving from really a cheaper loan to a more expensive loan. But I think there was really no other option at that time. I think it was either that or there would have been very heightened tension, particularly in the exchange rate market.
And now going forward, now we've seen it's going to mature in 2031. What does this now give to a government? What direction that this sort of 2031 maturity give to a government? Should we now wait until that time, or can we just be paying slowly until that time?
I think the way the media has framed it is there is a sense of relief for the government because you've kicked that can down the road. But really, if you look at it a bit more closely, it's not quite. There are still many other loans that need to be serviced that possibly the media has not been talking about. Number one, you have the SGR loans that will need to make a big installment come June. And we do have other local domestic bonds really that are coming to maturity, as well as treasury bills. So it's still time that's quite demanding. I saw a story that in January, almost 98% of tax revenue went to service debt. I thought that was quite alarming. So I think there's still a lot of hard work with the debt management department that needs to be done before we can sort of do that victory lap.
And now the 10.5 plus percent higher interest, of course. When you look at the trickle-down effect on just a normal Kenyan, how does it look?
Well, it is quite expensive, so it will definitely mean our government will need to utilize more tax revenue to service debt. Just in January, when the president was in Nakuru, he said that debt servicing is becoming a big strain on the Kenyan economy. Out of every 10 shillings, 7 shillings is going towards servicing debt, meaning you have only 3 shillings left for counties, for salaries, for development. So when you get higher interest rates, it means you're even under more strain to pay even higher debt service costs, which means ability to pay salaries, education, healthcare, they do come into question. So I think it's a time for deep reflection, some soul searching, because this will play out in many ways coming forward.
All right, and thank you for that. And now let's move to housing levy, where the Attorney General, Justin Muturi, has warned that the Kenya Revenue Authority against deducting the controversial housing levy, citing the lack of a legal framework to support